Maggie here, bringing you another video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about things that I do while I'm crafting. So when I am creating and sitting there in front of projects, I typically can't have silence around me. I have to have background noise or something other than what I'm working on. I tend to be one of those people that kind of thrive a little bit off of chaos or having a lot of things going on. So there's 5 things that I do while crafting. Number 1, I listen to podcasts. I am a true crime buff, and so I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts. That's not the only kind of podcast I listen to, but the majority of them are true crime. My top favorite ones currently are Fruit Loops podcast, which is a podcast about serial killers of color. They focus only on serial killers of color. Well, mostly all serial killers. I think they've done a couple of stories of that were just like murderers, not necessarily serial killers. Means that you have to, I think it's 3 or you have to have killed 3 or more people. So there are a few stories of where they just killed, a family member, I believe, but 99.9% of their podcast is about serial killers. The other one I listen to is Crime Junkies. These are my top 2 true crime podcasts. I have a lot of other ones, but these are the top 2 that I listen to religiously. They drop on Mondays and Thursdays, and I listen to them all the time. So Crime Junkies is a podcast about just true crime in general, murders, disappearances, serial killers. The unifying theme in both of these podcasts, and I think in most of my podcasts, are that they're done by women. And so these 2 particular, they're each done by 2 women, a set of friends, and then a set of coworkers. So it's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so those are the 2 podcasts that I'm currently listening to. Not the only ones, but those are the most regular ones. What I do is I will watch TV. So in watching TV, I have to watch reruns because I'm not really focusing on the actual picture. This frees me up to concentrate on my project, but still have something to kind of glance up at or daze off into for a little while. So with those, I will usually watch reruns either on Netflix or on demand or just regular cable if there's something that I've already watched that's on. So I'll watch a lot of movies over and over, or specifically, I watch a lot of Law and Order, the original one. So that gets played a lot. And then, of course, I'll watch investigation documentaries, I guess, or docuseries and TV. And those, of course, don't have to be reruns, but, you don't have to pay too much attention to know what the gist of it that all is. The third thing I do is listen to music. So I have lots of playlists that I have put together. I listen to my music through Google Podcast, and so, but I also have a Spotify, and I also have a YouTube, and I also have Apple. So you can listen to them on anywhere. There's several platforms. The one caveat to when I listen to music is the fact that music influences my project, so I have to kind of be wary, or vice versa. Sometimes the project I'm about to create will influence my music choices, and back and forth. So that's kind of something that I have to be. I don't have to be, but I am mindful of. So if, for example, I'm in a very serious mood to create, and my project is a very serious project, I cannot bring in, say, electronic dubstep, which is something that I actually do listen to. But I'm not my music is so eclectic. I have such a broad spectrum of music on my playlist that it's kind of hard to listen to that. But I will play that on occasionally. You know, if usually when I'm feeling really happy and peppy is when I'll play music, because then I'm usually creating something really fun and exciting and not so morose, sad. At any rate, I'll listen to books. I get books from Audible, and so we have constant running list of books to listen to on Audible, and now they have like little freebies, so there's always something to listen to. And I can also listen to books through my local library, so that's something for you guys to do. If you don't have Audible, you can link. A lot of local libraries will have a way for you to link to all of their books that they offer. The one thing about listening to books is I do have to pay a little bit more attention, but I do have books that I've listened to in the past that I could just keep listening to if I need to or would like to. But in general, listening to books is one of the last things that I do, or one of the least favorite choices of mine, because again, I have to pay attention to the storyline for the most. And the last thing I do when I'm creating is try to remember to record. I've been trying to get into the habit of every time I'm sitting down to create anything, whatever it is, to turn on my camera. And that is because it helps me out. If I stop in the middle of my project, I can refer back to it and get the idea back, because sometimes I'll have 4 or 5 projects going on at once. And so this kind of helps me. And it also helps me provide content for my channel. If I remember to constantly just film everything, I can then edit into something sort of decent, I hope, and put it on my channel and excuse me, create content for you guys. So that is what I do when I'm creating. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys do, if anything, while you're creating. I cannot have silence around me, so if you guys like it silent, let me know below. If you guys like music, whatever the case is, what do you guys do when you're in the middle of creating a project? So until next time, bye.